Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do another upcycled jeans skirt. You're going to start with a pair of jeans that have some natural shape to the outer seam. If you want your finished skirt to be flowing or to have a bit of flounce at the bottom, boot cut, bell bottoms, or flared leg jeans will work best. I didn't take a picture of it, but you'll need to have some extra material to fill in the space. You can create material out of the cut pieces of jeans with some added, or you can use a whole piece of completely different material. It's totally up to you. If you want to be creative, you can upcycle your material. If you want to keep this straightforward and simple, just use some extra material. You want to start by laying your jeans out on your work surface. Next, you're going to trim off the bottom cuff. You'll want to trim as close to the edge as you can if you're going for a maxi length skirt. Now you're going to open up the inseam. The inseam is that seam that runs from your ankle to your crotch and then back down to your ankle, or pretty much the seam that runs between your legs. Now cut from the cuff to an inch or two below the front pocket on both legs. I did both legs, I just didn't take a picture of both of them. Now flip the pants over and cut the back right up to the pocket. Now, you don't want to make the same mistake I did. I cut the front and the back at the same time and they were not symmetrical. So do what I say, not what I did. Now grab that seam ripper again. You're going to open the bottom part of the pocket. Here's a close-up of what one of the pockets looked like when I had opened up that part. And here are the two done. At this point, you could take the cut line up higher if you wanted to. Now draw a line to connect the tops of the cut lines. Then just cut on the line. You'll do this in the front and the back, but I'm going to be focusing on the back for most of the tutorial. And here's just a close-up of what I did. Now you're going to make a diagonal cut in each of the corners. This will make it easier for you to pin and sew the piece that you're going to insert to fill in the space. I clipped both sides in both of the corners, front and back, although, as I said before, the front is not going to be pictured. Now arrange your jean pieces with extra as needed so that they completely cover the missing area. I'm using contrasting materials so you can get the idea, but as you'll see later, I ended up using fabrics with similar color, texture, and weight. And this is what I came up with in the front. I'm going to top stitch these pieces together with two parallel rows of stitching. Here's a close-up on how they are pinned together. As you're doing this part, be sure to overlap the pieces so that both rows of parallel stitching will catch the bottom. You're going to see me do this a little bit on the video when I put the piece in, so what I did in the video is the same thing that I did on this part. Once everything is pinned, I'm going to sew all the panels down. And here's how I did the back. It's a little different than the front because the pieces aren't exactly the same. And of course, sew everything together. Remember, you're just making the pieces to fill in the space. You aren't sewing anything to the actual jeans as yet. Also remember, you can skip all of this just by using a piece of fabric or an old jean skirt or jumper. I'm positioning the back panel under the back part of the skirt. Put a ruler between the front and the back pieces to make pinning easier. Now you're going to turn the top edge under and pin it to the bottom. Cutting those slits makes this part easier. The way I'm pinning these pieces is the same way that I pin the panel pieces together to make the insert. So you're just tucking and pinning, and like I said before, I put a yardstick between the front and the back just to make it so that I did not pin my front and my back together, which would be a pain to sew later on. Once one side is done, do the one next to it. I pin one leg, then the top, then the other leg. You'll want all of your pins to be going in the same direction. You'll also want to secure any excess material that you will need to cut off later so that it doesn't get caught in the seam. And this is how everything looks once it's been sewed down. As you can see, I have parallel stitching going on each seam. Also, I sewed the back pocket back down on top of where I put the insert in. And there you have it, another upcycled jean skirt. Well, that's it for this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you decide to do this skirt, please come back and let me know how it turns out. Thanks again for watching and have a really good day.